If you were given the choice to give advice to a random person, what would that advice be?
Oh my. Stay in school. Because it's hard to do anything without an education. And the longer they stay in school, the better educated they get.
This advice. Don't get married. Cohabitate. Because life gets real difficult after you get that piece of paper. And don't have children. If you want to have children, borrow those nieces and nephews, spoil them rotten, and send their little asses home.
My advice is to watch who you keep around you, because everybody don't always have your best interests. Shout out to my granny, because she the reason I'm here.
My biggest advice to the people who's watching this, don't mind my nails, is to be yourself and don't let nobody ever make you change or want to change who you are. And follow me on Instagram at It's Bree.
My advice is, like I said, when you come to college, lock in them school, do that schoolwork, then party afterward. Go Cardinals. When life get hard, don't back down. Persevere through everything you're going through, and keep guiding you. Keep guiding your eyes. I mean your mind, because he gonna need you. I mean you gonna need him.
So I'm a Christian, so I would say my biggest advice is to find God. I don't know if that's too personal, but that's definitely the thing that's helped me most in life.
It gets better, you know? Like whether it's just the smallest thing you think you're dealing with, like some problem that you're afraid of coming out for, whether it's some big thing that's happening in your life, it gets better. Everything resolves, everything moves on. Even if it's not how you want it to move on, it moves on, and you go on to the next thing, and you realize it's just not as big as a deal as you thought. So just hold on.
Probably just do what your heart desires. Do what you want to do. Don't let other people tell you what you can and can't do.
My parents, I guess, for always supporting me. I think a lot of people try to compare themselves to others. But it's kind of like taking a test, and you know, like when you look over and you try to cheat. But the only thing about it is we're all taking a different test. So looking over at someone else's answers won't really do anything for you. I think everybody has a purpose, and that purpose can change, but you just gotta find what it is for yourself, and you just gotta get up every day and do something that you love. Nah, just peace, just love, and just be kind to other people.
Okay. As we go through life, there may be some things we have done or haven't done that we regret. What's yours?
Wow. That's a difficult question. Probably just living too much like in the past or looking too much to the future. I feel like I'm always like caught up on like something that I messed up on, like if I did bad on an exam or something, I'm always like worrying about that, and then I'm like, oh no, what about the next exam? So I think just not living in the present enough is definitely like my biggest regret.
My biggest regret in life is, I guess, not doing everything I wanted to do. Like, I'm afraid of making mistakes, so I limit myself into things that I can think only the things that I think I can do, instead of trying other things. And yeah, I don't know how else to say it, but yeah.
I don't have it. You don't have it?
I've always accepted whatever act I made, so I have not any regret in life, because I believe that we all born to experience anything negative or being positive, so I don't have any regret.
Man, I'll answer it. That's a really hard question for me. There was some people. There was it's rough because people in my life have died, you know, and my grandpa, I had a friend in my last job who passed away, and I regret stuff like not being able to talk to them more, not being able to spend more time with them. I really think that you have to treasure the time you have with people. And that's a tough question, man, but it's pretty much my answer, you know.
Probably getting involved with the wrong kind of people during middle school and high school. But I changed my act around, and I successfully finished this year with a 3.0. So I think I'm doing very well. But I definitely regret being unproductive during those years because I was just sitting in my room all day and I was basically vegetating. So, but now I've found more hobbies and I found my major, and I'm doing a lot for that now. Shout out my Instagram, DJ Beebus, Beebus Sound. Check out my Spotify and SoundCloud and Bandcamp.
Biggest regret, I guess, keeping to myself in high school and middle school. I opened up a bit more towards the end, but I wish I'd made more friends, more connections.
Biggest regret. I'd honestly say I don't have any regrets. Like everything I do, it leads to where I'm going. So I don't have any regrets, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, like I just feel like every decision I make, it leads to another decision, and even if it's the wrong decision, like it leads to me being a better person. So I have no regrets.
Oh man, biggest regret. I have to think about that one for a second. I would probably just say, I guess being afraid of people's judgment from day to day. Like I feel like a lot of the things that I did in high school, like I feel like I found myself as a person in high school later toward like my junior or senior year. But what was preventing me from finding that the whole time was being afraid of people's judgment. And so overall, I feel like I've done a much better job of that, you know, as of late, like currently, but I feel like it hurt me like in the earlier years of my life. Shout out my mom, dad, and my dog Bentley, as well as my Instagram page, JTD Visuals. Go give that a follow. I do a lot of film work and video content, so yeah.
That's tough. I haven't thought about that too much. I'm not really the kind of person who really, I guess, regrets things long term. I guess I'm trying to think. I don't really know. I guess I don't really harbor a whole many regrets. I can't really think of anything that would be like super big.
Not spending more time with friends in high school.
I went through the majority of my life being told to act normal. I'm curious what other people think normal is.
I guess normality means socially what is most common among people, like what is most, how people normally act, I guess, based on their circumstances or their environment that they grew up in.
Oh, normality. Basically, normality to me means anything that makes you as an individual feel happy and successful. Shout out the Ball State Music Program.
Normality? Normality means to me that you can be yourself, basically. I think that's all there is to it.
Normality means like sort of the basis for what's like consistent with a certain group or a certain standard, I believe.
I don't know. I would say it's like depends on like the person, you know. Like each person has their own different meaning of normal, like cause you know everybody grows up in different places. No two people are alike. So like what's normal in your family is not gonna be normal in someone else's family, and what's normal in your neighborhood is not gonna be normal in someone else's neighborhood. So it's just like, you know, it's just like what you're used to, I guess, is the definition of normality. Follow Ball State Percussion Group on Instagram at Ball State Percussion Group. Yeah.
To me, that that means basically basically respecting one another, despite of everyone's difference. Basically, treat the other ones with respect, regarding their backgrounds. If they did something, excuse me, accepting that people are going to fail. It's how they get themselves back up. That's important. I think that's what a good answer to that should be. And social media, you follow me on Alan-Halliburton on IG.
Normality? I would say normality is like how something is viewed by a wider societal population, like how the wider population of mankind would see something or accept something.
I guess it just means like the average to me personally. That's probably all I got.
I feel like that's all I got.
Shout out Ball State speech.
Whenever it's like what society considers normal, or like whenever you would like look or see or something and you don't like think much of it, is what I would consider normality.
Normality, it means fitting in with what you're around.
As we go through life, a lot of things may make us happy. What's the first thing that pops in your head when I mention the word happiness?
I think of a smile. Like, I just think of like a face smiling, like big, bright teeth showing. Like, that's like the first thing that like pops in my head is like an image of somebody smiling. Shout out Ball State speech team. Chirp, chirp.
Happiness, I think of my friends and my family, because whenever I'm having a hard time, they're always there for me and they bring me happiness.
My girlfriend.
Happiness, I think of my friends, my family, and my boyfriend. Easy. The people that make me happy, that's what comes to mind. My family, my friends, my boyfriend, and the Trevor Project, because, yeah.
Just having people around me that just care about me and, I don't know, make me happy.
The first thing that comes to mind when I hear the word happiness is spending time with my friends and just playing games or just talking and living in the moment together.
Happy, right? Yeah. Okay. Just joy, living life to the fullest, giving everything you all, and like just enjoying everything you do. Yeah, I want to shout out my Greek fraternity that has made me happy. I came into college, wasn't really happy the first semester. I joined second semester, and I've been happy ever since. I want to shout out the Beta Sigma chapter of Phi Gamma Delta PG here at Ball State. I love you guys. Just keep doing your thing.
Video games.
Any video games in particular?
One I've been playing recently is called No Man's Sky. It's really fun.
Chocolate. Or Cassidy. Cassidy's pretty great.
Thank you. Aww. Listening to music and being with my family. You can check me out on Instagram at _ParisElizabeth_.
If you could describe your entire life up until this moment in one phrase, what would that phrase be?
I can't think of any phrases, but I could think of a few words. Probably passionate,
happy, and really chaotic. This is what I would say.
Dandelions. Because I like dandelions and it's almost summertime. Free the nipple. Ball State should have more carnivals. And let's all vote for more recess and less schoolwork. Thank you. Insane. Creative but insane. Long live the Bee Gees.
I would say the best phrase that describes my life the best is life is like a box of chocolates, because with me you never know what you're gonna get, since I can be fun, happy, and sometimes in a bad mood at any time, but everyone can like have fun with me. So that's what I would say. And an organization I am proud to be a part of is Find You, because we represent and help out Riley's Children's Hospital.
Chaotic. I'm part of FIMU. I'm the treasurer. I'm a major in speech pathology. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Just give me a second. I'm sorry. Spontaneous, I think.
Okay.
That's basically it. I volunteer at Cardinal Kitchen sometimes. I think that's really nice here on campus. Chaotic. Just trying to get everything done right now, like finals, moving out, trying to find a job back home for the summer. That. I would say calm. I feel like I take every day at a time, every second at a time. I never try to like rush things or like try to like be too crazy and have too much on my plate. I just like to like relax, do everything as much as I like, try to get as much as done as I can, and I'll just be happy with the work that I'm able to do every single day. So I don't like to overwork or anything.
Exciting. I feel like I like to do many different things and also achieve like fun things and just do fun things with friends, with different teams and different organizations I'm a part of, and I like to say it's exciting.
With tragedy, regret, terror, and disgust in one's life, we all have something that we are proud of. What is your biggest victory in this battle of life?
Man, successful story. Have to be my drumline show in eighth grade year. We placed top 9 out of like 20 other groups, so it was the highest achievement, in my middle school year.
That's a hard one. Dang. Probably getting into college and finding a friend group, because it was really hard for me going through high school. I didn't really have that many friends, so coming up here and going through and meeting strangers, but then finding a friend group that really hits hard, and yeah, it was a success for me. So.
I really enjoy the pride of accomplishing a task, especially when it really feels like you're getting down to the brim and it feels like it's just not going to happen and you pull through. So like completing a big project that you just didn't think was going to work out, that's a really big feeling of pride for me. I'm part of Alpha Omicron Pi sorority, so we are supporting juvenile arthritis.
Probably just coming to college. I mean, it wasn't too hard, but I think it's a much bigger accomplishment than a lot of people take it for nowadays. Go Cards.
Success story?
Yeah.
Probably coming to college.
now. Shout out BSU Shape and the phys ed program. Love you guys.
Oh wow. I was not expecting that question. My most successful life story. Well, I don't know if I can call it a life story because I think it's like the beginning of my journey, but probably my faith walk. I'm a Christ follower, so coming to college and then taking on my faith for my own and getting a group of people together for a lot of fellowship and discipleship has really been a great accomplishment for me. And now I lead a small group myself, and that has been really monumental in keeping up with that journey. So I'm a part of Chi Alpha Christian Fellowship here, and I would say that that is probably one of the biggest parts of my life story, I guess. Yeah.
I would like to think that I'm a good influence on my younger siblings and my cousins, and I always try to include them and make sure like when they're talking to me they feel heard, and that I want them to know that like I support them in whatever they do and that I care for them, and I want them to grow up with my support.
Hello to the bonus episode of Wall on the Street. Today's episode. What is the first thing that pops in your head when I say the word fear?
Fear? Ooh. Scared. Something you probably should be able to get over, but you can't because your brain is not letting you. Something that just irks you every time you see it or something. Also want to shout out my mom and my dad. They're lovely people. Also the Ball State Music Program.
Fear?
Yeah.
That's another tough one. I guess the first thing that I think of when I think of fear is being alone. Not necessarily like just being in a space with no other people around, but being in a space with like people who don't recognize me or talk to me. So having a friend group and having people that I can talk to on a daily basis makes me feel a lot more safe and at home.
Fear? Probably sharks, because that's one of my biggest fears is like being stranded in the ocean with sharks, because I would not know what to do and I would panic and probably get eaten by a shark. And so on campus I'm involved in Chi Omega, and we support Make-A-Wish Foundation, which is something I'm really proud to be a part of because we're helping kids every single day do something that they've always dreamed of doing and wouldn't be able to do without the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Fear, heights, because I'm scared of heights, that's why. But I'm just not a height person, so that's the only thing that comes to mind.
You?
Fear.
First thing that pops in my head, I guess failing, because like I don't want to like fail. Sorry, I gotta think about it. So like failure, because I want to like succeed and I want to like make sure I make my family proud. So like the biggest fear would be failure for me.